Greetings, everybody, and welcome back. I am headed to Greenville, South Carolina. I didn't go in with too many expectations, but Greenville pleasantly surprised me, so stay tuned for all my activities here. My stay was at the Hyatt Regency Greenville. As you can see, the lobby is very nice, lush and green with a rainforest-like theme to it, pretty much on brand to the name of the actual city. Without further ado, I'm headed to explore historic downtown Greenville, especially a vibrant area known as the Main Street. This is filled with mainly shops and restaurants, but it's very, very picturesque. At once, walking by Greenville, I recognized how lush the landscaping was, how sophisticated and clean everything looked, the cute shops I was passing by, the cute photo ops, the urban architecture and art, but also, most significantly, stuff like the Il Porcellino that really got my eye. They say that rubbing the nose of this boar brings you good luck, so I am rubbing away. And speaking of good luck and good energy, I also found this huge quartz rock. Yes, I'll take all the positivity, thank you. Now I'm going to the Falls Park on the Reedy. This is a must-do, beautiful public park located in the heart of downtown Greenville. Walking on the 345-foot long pedestrian bridge called the Liberty Bridge offers an unobstructed view of the falls. But the bridge won't do it for me, so I will get a close-up view down below. So I'm going to hike my way down like a little kid. Don't mind me. If I lived here, I would probably come here every single day. It is such a perfect escape in the middle of a bustling city. It's a perfect spot for relaxation, bird watching, photography. But it was also a land sacred to the Cherokee people, so it holds more symbolism than just being a body of water. While I didn't get a chance to do this, if you visit at night, see the falls in an illuminated setting, it really does create a magical ambience and pictures. But I did decide to take photos during the daytime when I visited, and it was still very, very beautiful. And again, if you have more time, take a leisurely walk or a bike along the Swamp Rabbit Trail which runs through the park. Or don't. Just exist in this setting like I did. Either way, there's no wrong decision. Now, once you feast your eyes, it's time to feast your stomach. I stopped and got this really very refreshing bubble tea from Feng Cha, a local bubble tea place, and then had dinner at Ariana Afghan Cuisine. This was the first time that I was authentically trying something that was Afghani. Okay, so first up was bulani. This is like a deep fried sort of potato-filled turnover, and my god. Subhanallah, it was that good. Entrees were kebabs. I was a huge fan of the chicken kebab, but not so much the lamb ones. They were sort of medium rare, and I like mine completely done. The Fernie was the dessert that we got, and I was expecting a little more rose and pistachio, but it was still a great way to end the night. I was so glad I gave this a shot. Another day in Greenville starts with a coffee at Coffee Underground, a really sort of cool and bustling location for a coffee shop, and very good food. Highly recommended. And then I decide to explore the west end of the main street, something that is sort of filled and lined with all the antique stores and gift shops and just random things that, you know, sort of traps you in as a visitor. With birds and beverages checked off for my to-do list for today, it was time to go and check out Floor Field. So while I have almost zero knowledge about baseball, it was pretty cool to find out that the Floor Field is a minor league baseball stadium home to the Class A affiliate of the Boston Red Sox. And I have heard of them, so that's something. And now, before I get more distracted with food and other things, there's one more place I definitely want to check out. The Grand Bohemian Lodge at Greenville. And as anticipated, a lot of the interiors are true hallmarks of a Kessler Collection hotel, with gemstones, rocks, dark interiors, game, and velvet textures. It feels as though you're no longer in Greenville, but at like a safari in Africa somewhere. And we found this really adorable sort of photo op situation and just had fun. While most of my time was spent within the sort of downtown area of Greenville, there was one thing I definitely had to do before I headed home, and that was the BMW America Museum. It's not that far from the city, and unless you're paying for a tour, you don't actually have to pay any admission to see any of the artifacts and cars in here. My goal to visit the only BMW museum in America was not so much the manufacturing plant or sort of understanding the future of the BMW. I was more enthused by the automaker's history and innovations throughout time. So what got me was the rare BMW models, including concept cars and vintage classics. 1930. And though I was fascinated with pretty much all the vintage cars, the one that really spoke to me was this one, the Zeta. I mean, it is freaking adorable.
You have to use a stainless steel pin, because if it was aluminum, it rusted out.
Yeah.
And basically this whole thing could fall apart.
But this was a beauty without function. This was so adorable, but not at all practical. Well, it still had my heart. My time in Greenville was probably something I would look back to and want to bring my family for. A weekend getaway or even a longer vacation for outdoorsy things. It was definitely not one of the places I was expecting to make a video on, but here I am. Greenville really grew on me, and I'm hoping it will grow on you too when you do visit. So here's to many more explorations together, guys. Until next time, love and light. Bye.